once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Mariota to sneak it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to
the big fella, and it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deion Sims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Mariota now on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota now. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On second down, Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And Gresham has it left side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On 4th down, Stafford. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now Stafford. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Stafford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cordero Patterson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking long for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Buda Baker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cordero Patterson as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 21-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And he's brought down after a good gain. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Stafford now on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
10th carry now for Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Throwing, Mariota. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll try again with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Play action now. Mariota trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From his own goal line, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Stafford now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down again. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Brandon LaFell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
On the return, Jabril Peppers. Oh, good move. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On the toss, here's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down, Mariota. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Mariota now to throw on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 23. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They go play action. Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
22! Set! 250! 40 got! 40 got! Here we go!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford being chased out left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Frank Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Thomas has got it. Complete. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points. In your hip pocket, you force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Counter. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Stafford. This one complete to Gresham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Tomahali in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. Back to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in overtime for Stanford. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.